Ever notice how some people just have that energy? You don't know why, but you want to impress them. You want their attention. You want to know what they're thinking. Here's the kicker. They're not even doing that much. That's not luck, that's strategy. Today, I'll show you how to combine reverse psychology with push-pull to keep anyone, intrigued friends, crushes, even your boss. This isn't about manipulation. It's about magnetism. Let's get into it. Part 1. The secret power of reverse psychology. You've heard of reverse psychology, right? It's that trick where you say the opposite of what you want to get someone to do exactly what you want. Sounds simple, but when you apply it, right? It's like unlocking a cheat code to the human brain. Picture this. You want someone to clean the house. Instead of asking them, "Can you please clean the house?" you say, "I don't think you're going to be able to clean this whole place, honestly." Guess what happens? They'll feel the need to prove you wrong. And bam, they're cleaning. Here's why. It taps into their desire to rebel against expectations. It works because we hate being told what to do. So when you flip the script and act like it's no big deal, they'll do exactly what you want just to show they can. Part 2. Push, pull, the art of creating tension. 0.2分30秒. Now, let's talk about the push-pull dynamic. It's exactly what it sounds like. You push someone away, then pull them back in. It's all about creating emotional tension. You've seen this in relationships, right? When someone's constantly hot and cold, giving you attention 1 minute, then acting distant the next. It's maddening, but it's also magnetic. Here's why it works. People crave certainty, but they also get bored with it. So by pulling back just when they're getting too comfortable, and then pulling them back in with a little affection or attention, you keep them hooked. It's like fishing. You cast the line, reel it in a little, let it go, then reel it in again. You can't be too easy to catch, or you'll lose interest. But you can't be too distant either, or they'll stop trying. It's all about finding that sweet spot. Not too close, not too far. Part 3. How reverse psychology works on people you want to impress. Now, let's talk about how you can use reverse psychology on someone you want to impress, whether it's a date, a potential client, or even someone you look up to. You might be thinking, "I don't want to manipulate anyone." And you're right, it's not about manipulation. It's about strategy. If you want someone to notice you, you can't just come out and say it. You can't just beg for their attention. That's where reverse psychology comes in. Let's say you're trying to get someone's attention, and they're always brushing you off. Instead of constantly trying to get their approval or begging for their attention, you pull back. You stop caring whether they notice you or not. You go about your life. You start focusing on your own goals and doing things that make you happy. And guess what? They'll notice. The moment they realize you're not just focused on them, boom, they're intrigued. They start wondering why you're not chasing after them. And suddenly, you've got the upper hand. Part 4. The push, pull in relationships. When it comes to relationships, whether romantic or platonic, the push-pull technique is killer. You see, most people think that being available all the time is the key to keeping someone interested. Wrong. If you're always available, always predictable, and always giving attention, they'll stop valuing it. They'll stop appreciating it. But when you create a little distance, not as a game, but as a way to keep your own boundaries, that's when things get interesting. You see, people are drawn to what's scarce. If you're always there, always at their beck and call, they stop seeing you as valuable. But if you give a little distance, not as a tactic, but as a way of living your life and maintaining your independence, they'll start to wonder, where did they go? Why are they not responding as quickly? That's when they come running back. It's the perfect balance of giving attention, then pulling back, creating just enough emotional tension to keep them coming for more. Part 5. Using push, pull in conversations. Okay, now let's talk about how you can use these strategies in everyday conversations. You don't need to be playing mind games to use reverse psychology and push-pull. You can incorporate it naturally. Ever been in a conversation where someone's just talking and you feel like you're not even being heard? They're doing all the talking, and you're just nodding along, waiting for a chance to speak. Here's where reverse psychology can make a huge difference. Instead of always reacting and trying to match their energy, take a step back. Pause. Give them space to speak, but don't jump in too quickly when there's a lull. Let them wonder why you're not immediately responding. Let the silence hang there for a second. It makes them feel like you're a little harder to read, a little more mysterious. and it makes them work a little harder to keep your attention. The push-pull doesn't have to be aggressive. It can be subtle, like giving just a little less than they expect, and they'll be the ones pulling you back into the conversation. Part 6. The subtle power of giving less. This one's key, and it might feel uncomfortable at first, but trust me, it works. Give less. And I don't mean be rude or play games. I mean, give less of your attention, time, and energy, but strategically. Let me break it down. When you stop giving everything all at once, people will start wondering why. They'll think, what's different? What changed? And that's when they start chasing you. It's like playing hard to get, but without actually trying. When you're always available, it's easy to forget what they have. But when you pull back just enough, you spark their curiosity. You're not doing it to play a game. You're doing it to protect your energy. And when you protect your energy, you become magnetic. People are drawn to those who value their time, who aren't just handing it out for free. Part 7. The push setting bound confidence. Now, let's talk about the push part. Setting boundaries is so important when it comes to push-pull dynamics. It's not just about creating tension, it's about making it clear what you will and won't tolerate. Imagine this. You're constantly giving in to someone's demands. You're always available for their calls, their texts, their requests. And suddenly, they stop respecting your time. That's because you haven't pushed them back with any boundaries. They're taking as much as you're willing to give. Here's where the push comes in. You don't have to be rude about it, but you need to be firm. Hey, I'm not available right now. I need space to focus. When you set boundaries like this, it shows people that you have your own life, your own priorities. And that's the part that intrigues them. They'll stop assuming you'll always be there and start valuing the time they have with you. And trust me, it'll shift the power dynamic. Part 8. The fine line between and overbearing. It's easy to get caught in the trap of overgiving. We've all been there. You want to make sure someone knows you care. So you go all in sending texts, making plans, doing favors. But here's the thing. Too much attention can actually backfire. When you're giving everything to someone, they stop feeling like they have to do anything in return. It becomes expected rather than valued. Push-pull is about giving just enough to keep their interest. You want to show you care, but you don't want to give so much that they stop appreciating it. Let them miss you a little. Let them work to earn your time and attention. That's where the magic happens. Part 9. Creating intrigue with silence. Now, let's get into a powerful tactic that often gets overlooked. Silence. Think about it. We live in a world where everyone is talking, posting, sharing. There's so much noise. So when you choose to be quiet, when you pull back from all that chatter, it makes you stand out. People are drawn to what they don't understand. If you're always present, always on, people stop wondering about you. But if you create moments of silence, you make people ask, where'd they go? What's going on with them? Silence is powerful because it creates mystery. It makes people want to know more. And that's the beauty of reverse psychology. When you don't give everything away, they start to crave the mystery. Part 10. Mastering the balance of push-pull. So, here's the ultimate secret to mastering reverse psychology and push-pull. It's all about balance. You need to know when to pull back and when to push forward. Too much pulling back? You'll lose their interest. Too much pushing forward? You'll overwhelm them. The key is to keep them on their toes. Don't always be available. But don't always be distant, either. Give just enough to keep them wanting more. When you balance this dance of push-pull, you'll notice a shift in how people respond to you. They'll chase you. They'll value you. And most importantly, they'll respect you. Call to action. If you've been playing the game of people's attention the wrong way, let's change that today. You don't have to be loud, aggressive, or desperate to keep someone interested. The power is in your hands, and it's in your calm, strategic moves. So, here's what I want you to do next. Drop a blank in the comments if you're ready to take control of how you show up. And tell me which one of these techniques are you going to use first? Push, pull, or reverse psychology? Let's talk about it. If you liked this, don't forget to hit subscribe because we've got more mental strategies, self-development tips, and game-changing content coming your way. Hit the bell so you never miss an update. Remember, the best way to keep someone's attention is by making them want it. And now you know exactly how to do it.